Good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed another privilege the Lord has afforded us to be here this afternoon. And at this time, we're going to get started with our school leading exercise. We'll now listen to the interlude of the graduates. invited guests, colleagues, parents, well-wishers, students, a pleasant afternoon to you all. It is indeed a great privilege the Lord has afforded us to be celebrating our school leaving exercise for the year 2021 this afternoon. Despite the many challenges we were faced with throughout the past year, we are indeed grateful that you have brought us safely through another year. With this in mind, we pause to invite God's presence in our midst. At this time, I will tune a song as you listen, after which Mrs. Williams will lead us with a scripture reading, then Miss Henry will lead us into prayer. Some days it seems like all that I've tried is in vain. And in spite of my efforts, all that produces more strain. My doubts and delusions, all of my hopes soon erase. But its grace is sufficient for every trial we face. He gives us grace sufficient for every trial we face. In each situation, He promised to stand in our place. He'll take you through every valley, stand on the mountain by grace. Oh, His grace is sufficient for every trial we face. Somehow I know He always answers on time. When the outlook seems darkest and fate is the hardest to find, just stand still and see how the Lord will rescue His race. For His grace is sufficient for every trial we face. He gives us grace sufficient for every trial we face. In each situation, He promised to stand in our place. He'll take us through every valley to stand on the mountain by grace. His grace is sufficient for every trial we face. He gives us grace sufficient for every trial we face. He promised to stand in our place. He'll take us through every valley to stand on the mountain by grace. Oh, His grace is sufficient for every trial we face. His grace is sufficient for every trial we face.
Our scripture reading will be taken from Romans 12, verse 2, and it reads thus: "And to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that he may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God. So today, boys and girls, graduates, I say to you today, it is always best in life to be yourself and not conform to what you think others want you to be. Never allow anyone to look down on you because you are young. Instead, you can set the positive path for others to follow. Be reminded that the knowledge you gain in school will help you in your future, whether through practical application or even just the lessons you learned outside the classroom. Soak it all in and use it to your advantage going forward. As you go, please remember that the Lord your God is the one who marches with you. He won't let you down and he won't abandon you. God bless you all as you continue to aspire, believe, and conquer.
Let us now assume an attitude of prayer. Mighty God, we thank you for this day. We are indeed grateful. You have kept us throughout the many challenges. Lord, we thank you for allowing us to celebrate the achievements of our students. As they go out, Father, lead them, guide them. Lord, we ask you to download your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding upon your children. Surround them with your grace. Bless them with hope so that they move into the future with eager and open hearts. Help them to put the knowledge, skills, and insights gained through their education to use for the good of all humankind. Inspire them to believe in goodness of life, even when faced with challenges and difficulties. Lord, as they commence this next leg of their education, may they grow ever more graceful and wise as they continue to aspire, believe, and conquer. These mercies we ask in Jesus' name, amen.
I hope that you have all been blessed by our devotional exercise. To continue our program this afternoon, I now turn over to Mrs. Shanice Brown. Thank you. Member of Parliament for Southern St. James, the Honorable Homer Davis, Guest Speaker, Reverend Bernard Salmon, Chairman of the School Board, Mr. Dean Corodos, Principal, Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell, Guidance Counselors, Mrs. Shanique Denham Waters and Mrs. Andromeda Willocks, other invited guests, teachers, ancillary staff, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished class of 2021, a felicitous afternoon to you all. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the 2021 school leaving ceremony. Today, we celebrate under the theme, Focused on Excellence, Refusing to be Distracted. The successful completion of one's primary education must be celebrated as a momentous accomplishment. It was the great Nelson Mandela who penned, "Education is the most powerful weapon that can be used to change the world." As you celebrate this milestone in your academic achievement, we are confident that you will be beacons of inspiration wherever you go. Graduates, like the caterpillar and the butterfly, you have survived that cathartic experience. You have reached the Rubicon. You have arrived as graduates. Having said arrived, it doesn't mean that you have accomplished or actualized your full potential. But today, it is safe to say that you, the graduating class of 2021, are on the cusp of greatness. As Jimmy Cliff penned in one of his popular songs, you can get it if you really want, but you must try, and you'll succeed at last. As you bask in the glow of your accomplishments, I would like to acknowledge those who have taken you all through your journey, your teachers and parents. You are here today as products of Anchovy Primary School, a noble and prestigious institution, an institution of class that is second to none, one that has paved the pathway in ushering you towards your purposes. Indeed, the journey has been an unprecedented one, but it's good to know amidst the chaos that there is a lifeline, Anchovy Primary School. For you school leavers, I am sure that today you are experiencing mixed emotions as you reflect on the fond memories you have shared with your teachers and peers. It will be difficult to say farewell. In this regard, we are here to celebrate the graduation of an extraordinary class, a remarkable class, one that has stood the test of time through one of the most challenging years that the education system has ever encountered. Graduates, congratulations, well done. Special thanks to Ms. Covet Dehaney for inviting God into our presence today. As your pilots for this afternoon's auspicious celebration, I say to you all, sit back as I endeavor to make this afternoon a truly unforgettable one. Again, I say welcome. At this time, we will feature a presentation from the Anchovy Primary School Cultural Club.
Crime by Bernadette Walker. Crime and violence and mash up with all, Innocent people just a get gunned down. Them a rob, them a kill, them a pop off people get. Searching for things where them never put up safe. Why? Look on the earth where Father God create. Grandmother and grandfather must have turned in a them grave. This see where them a do cause evil baby them a rape. Me a warn, me a preach, cause God so shut the gate. Repent! Before the time gets too late, stop kill off people who will never create. Me a warn, me a preach, cause only his Father God feared. Look how long you they fight and they underrate. No brother and sister, make them want evacuate. Left them yard and shut them gate. Because crime and violence go make you can't meditate. Woe unto them who violate the rights of people and continue to frustrate with them shooting and looting and make them want migrate. Equal rights and justice, cause we not segregate. We love one another and not promote hate. Come on, people, don't act illiterate. Educate yourself about the human race. We are want people and we must facilitate.
Succeed by Julie Hibbert. Congrats! Bravo! You did it! Now on to the next chapter of your life. It won't be all cherries and roses, but keep thinking positive and work through that strife. Each time we move on to something different, we sometimes hold our expectations high. Try not to be disappointed, but see all the good. So you will be strong and we can watch you fly. Graduation is an amazing thing. You stuck with it and showed that you can. Many people are excited and impressed. Can't forget how you made me I see great things coming your way. May it be everything you want and need. You have what it takes to succeed.
Thank you for that wonderful presentation. At this time, we will be accepting greetings from our chairman of the board of directors, Mr. Dean Corodos, followed by the Honorable Homer Davis.
Good afternoon.
This time, I invite
Good
Mr.
afternoon to all.
Corodos.
Yes, good afternoon to our graduates, our parents, guardians, relatives, friends, well-wishers, teachers and staff, and all on this platform this afternoon who have gathered to witness and participate in the graduation ceremony for the 2021 Anchovy Primary School graduating class. It is my pleasure to congratulate all students on their achievements and in reaching this milestone, one of many steps in their life's journey. On behalf of the other members of the board of directors of the school, I wish all continued success as through hard work, dedication, and the blessing of our Father, as we continue to aspire, believe, and conquer, and as we continue to be focused on excellence, refusing to be distracted. Stay safe and have a blessed afternoon.
For our board chair, that's Mr. Dean. At this time, I invite the Honorable Homer Davis to greet us.
Graduations are always very special for members of the graduating class, as well as the parents and Graduations are always very special. Graduations are always very special for members of the graduating class, as well as the parents and teachers who have, over the years, been the rock on which these students lean. who have guided them through the process, through thick and thin, to attain education at whichever level they are at. Today, I congratulate members of the graduating class of the Anchovy Primary School. A job well done. It may seem like it was just yesterday you have entered the school as toddlers, scared of what was ahead, but you have survived. You have gone through an entire 6 years of curriculum and extracurricular activities, through examinations, especially through the recent sitting of the primary exit profile PEP examination. Not to mention through the COVID-19 pandemic, which has been having major impact on our lives since March 2020, but more so on the educational system, as it has affected our teacher-student relationship and has caused a change in the learning and teaching modalities. We see where you, the students in the rural areas, have received the greater hit, as there is little or no internet connectivity in these rural communities. And sad to say, some of you do not even have the gadget that are necessary to facilitate online learning. You, the children, are the future, and so we must make proper provisions for you to ensure that our future is bright. We have ensured that despite the COVID pandemic, educating our young minds is our number one priority. We must ensure that you too, one day in the near future, you will be part of the workforce to contribute positively to the national development of this country. Now you are the sophisticated student, well-rounded and ready for the transition from primary level to secondary level. You are finally here. You have crossed another hurdle. It is not a distant reality anymore. To the teachers, I salute you. I am sure you are very satisfied with the performance of these students. I am sure that there were many anxious moments, especially given the fact that for all of 2 school year, you were affected by the pandemic. However, you have certainly shown that your students were well prepared and are now breathing a sigh of relief. Parents, you have done a great job at raising your children. You have been the tower of strength for your children. I congratulate you. Ladies and gentlemen, while we celebrate the achievements of our children, I would like to turn the spotlight on us, the adults of this wonderful country, Jamaica. The time has come for all hands to be on deck as we work together in protecting and nurturing our children and to secure our nation's future. The proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child," means it takes an entire community of different people interacting with children in order for children to experience and grow in a safe environment. We need to get back to those days. Our children should be made to understand their rights from early age, and that they should be free to report incidents of child abuse without fear of vengeance or retribution. Today, I call on members of the school communities across Jamaica, members of the Parent Teachers Association, taxi operators, churches, community-based organizations, and other civic groups to come forward and join the process of protecting, caring, and nurturing of our children. Ladies and gentlemen, I again congratulate the members of the 2021 graduating class of Anchovy Primary School and thank the teachers for their belief and hard work in getting you to this level. The next phase of your education will be more challenging, but I am sure that you will grow to be great students at your new school starting September. I urge you to remain focused on your education. Ensure that you study hard, respect your teachers, school leaders, and peers, and keep your eyes on your education goals. Let me urge you all to be thankful for the resources which your parents will be giving you. Satisfy with the little that you have. Eventually, you will understand that all that glitters is not gold. And this is where I must encourage you again. Keep your sight set on your academic goals, which, once you are successful, will lead you to greater things in your professional life. God bless you, members of the graduating class at Anchovy Primary School. God bless you, teachers. And as your member of parliament, I will continue to support you in whatever way I can. God bless you and thank you again.
Thank you, Minister Davis. Be it face-to-face or virtual, Minister has always supported Anchovy Primary School. As we go further, I invite our PTA President, Mrs. Camille Porteous, at this time, followed by our Education Officer, Mrs. K. Clark Stevenson.
Distinguished guests on the virtual platform, principal, teachers, other members of staff, parents, well-wishers, graduating class of 2021, a pleasant afternoon to you all. It takes great pleasure for me to bring you greetings on behalf of the executive body of the Anchovy Primary Parent Teachers Association. Today is one of those great occasions we get to celebrate you, our graduates. Your hard work and perseverance had finally paid off. It is a time when we as parents and mentors can take a break and reflect while feeling good by just knowing that despite the many challenges that this COVID-19 pandemic has caused us, our children had successfully crossed one hurdle and is looking forward to the next. Graduates, you should know that your moms, dads, guardians, or whatever the relationship is, they are very proud of you today. They have high hopes for you, and they believe in you, and you are making them proud by showing what you can do. Today would also be a good day to hug them and thank them for supporting you. Because as much as this is achievement, this is also the achievement of the people who care about you. They want you to be your best and to live up to your potential. I bet you can still remember your first day here. It might have been exciting and a little intimidating too. Oh, how quickly time flies. 6 years has come and gone, and you are already looking forward to starting a brand new chapter in a new environment. You had some great time this year, and maybe you had some tough times too. You did it and you succeeded. So as you look forward to starting this new journey, there are 3 things that I will ask of you today. First, I'm asking you to believe in yourself. Tell yourself, I can, I will, and I must. Never forget the ABC of your past school. Aspire, believe, conquer. Secondly, I ask you to take this chance to dedicate yourself to making the next year even better. Remember that you don't have to follow the crowd. Do the right thing, even if no one is looking. Study hard and remember that you're investing in yourself with everything that you do. Take a book and read. And finally, don't be in too big of a hurry to grow up. These are some great times in your life. Don't rush past them. There are great things coming. And just as your parents are proud, each one of you should feel proud of yourself too. So, congratulations to all of the congratulations to the parents, and finally, congratulations to the teachers and everyone else who helped our graduates to reach here today. I will leave you with this final quote from a great author, Dr. Seuss. And he said, "You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're on your own and you know what you know. You are the child who will decide where you want to go." Congratulations again, and thank you for listening. Do enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
At this time, we will take greetings from our EO, Mrs. K. Clark Stevenson.
Honorable Member of Parliament, Minister Homer Davis, the Board of Governors of Anchovy Primary School, guest speaker, principal, other specially invited guests, staff members, parents, well-wishers, school leavers or honored guests, good afternoon. It is indeed my pleasure to share in your celebration today. You have all completed 6 years of primary education, and so we say congratulations to you on your primary journey and success. This academic year, 2020-2021, was a different one, but you all rose to the occasion and you did your best. Thanks to the principal, the vice principal, the staff, the parents who steered this ship for you and docked it safely at the end of the academic year. School leavers, high school is just a few weeks away. Always ensure that you remain focused as you work hard to complete the next 5 to 7 years successfully. You are on a journey, an adventure, and one that will bring you great joy in the future, only if you remember those important values that you have learned during your course at Anchovy Primary. You learned core values that will take you over every obstacle that you will face. Remember these core values, practice them, share them with others who may not have known, and continue to work hard. Remain focused. Remember to seek God's face at all times. Congratulations, and I say to you, God bless you all. Thank you.
Mrs. Clark Stevenson. At this time, we'll be inviting students from the Anchovy Primary School to do an item, a praise dance at this time, followed by the introduction of our guest speaker, which will be done by Kimani Barrett.
Let us take Gentlemen, fellow school leavers, good afternoon. I have been offered the mammoth task of introducing our guest speaker for this afternoon ceremony. Reverend Bernard Salmon. Reverend Salmon hails from the community of Happy Grove in St. Elizabeth. He now resides in Montego Bay. He currently serves as the pastor of the Ramble Pond Christ Gospel Church. He is a husband and a father. Reverend Salmon earned a Bachelor of Science degree at the International University of Biblical Studies. He also holds certificates in management studies and a diploma in computer science from the University of the West Indies. Reverend Salmon currently serves at the Dean of City Bible College, the Jamaica site. He has an undying love for the gospel of Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, considering the myriad of accolades listed, I'm sure you will agree that he was handpicked to speak to us on this grand occasion. So, without further delay, I present to this audience Reverend Bernard Westmore Salmon.
Thank you so much for that great introduction. It is just an honorable evening to be here in your graduation exercise, thanking God for his goodness, and surely he has been a good God to all of us throughout the course of this year and will continue to be throughout life. Ladies and gentlemen, it is really an honor and a privilege this evening to greet this graduation and, of course, this graduating class of 2021. To our Master of Ceremony, God bless you. To our parent teachers board, to all the great board of teachers, staff at the Anchope Primary School, to all other individuals listening on this platform this evening, it is really an honor to greet you, but most of all to our graduates, the class of 2021. It is really an honor this evening to greet you. I also want to thank God for the principal of the Anchovy High School for extending this invitation to me. Amen. And truly, I am very honored. I also want to extend greetings on behalf of my wife, Mrs. Geneva Salmon. And of course, we are grateful this evening and hope we will be a blessing to just about everyone. Graduation to us is very special. Graduation to everyone is always special. The memories that comes, and of course, the reflection of the many years of hard work that leads us up to this point. If I have to speak to you this evening, I would like to use the theme, striving for excellence, the ongoing task. Striving for excellence, the ongoing task. Aristotle makes the statement, we are what we repeatedly do. Hence, excellence is not an act, but a habit. What is the best definition for excellence? The Oxford Dictionary states that it is the quality of being outstanding or extremely good. Of course, this evening, we have an excellent audience. We have an excellent group of graduates. And of course, everybody working to put this graduation together has indicated that they are an excellent team with all the technologies that they have mastered and used, yes, to make this evening graduation exercise a success. I must commend all of you watching from beginning, how you have allowed the student to march in by pictures. It's just awesome to know that we have arrived where technology is, and the principal and her team has done an awesome job. Why should excellence become a daily pursuit? One, we are born with a purpose. A man without purpose is an individual who is going nowhere. We can refer to him in Jamaican terms a chicken without head. Mankind was designed to be productive. Achievements and success are what drives us in our daily pursuit for excellence. It is rewarding to always have excellence in view. Why? One, it makes us responsible and continuously shape us for destiny. It drives us to set personal standards and excel them as we grow. There is absolutely no room for ordinary and inexcellent people in this time. Why? Life is too tough, too challenging for people to sit back and be very relaxed and at the same time expect something to happen and to get the best out of life. Thirdly, it enhances a productive and competitive spirit, which says we are go-getters, and that's who we are as a nation, especially those who are associated and attached to the Anchovy Primary School. Go-getters we are this evening. Of course, it enhances reputation and self-image. It allows us to feel good about ourselves when we live in excellence and consider ourselves excellent and excelling to be what we so desire to be in life. And excellence is always in the view. It motivates us to exceed limits set by others and raise the bar that many has to follow, which means we are now in a position from this point as trend setters. To everyone watching this evening, I want to tell you, I want to challenge you that you are a trendsetter. Even if you haven't started yet, it's a good time to start. Think how you will lead another generation into excellence and achieving greatness. As Usain Bolt and many others had used their personal talent as trendsetters and had led the world to see that Jamaica has greatness and excellence is among us. This evening is no different. Writing this graduating class, we have no less than great trendsetters who we will look forward to hear from in the next 10, 20 years, or even 5 years. Those who will be getting awards and scholarships to go overseas to practice in different disciplines. Of course, you are trendsetters. Keep on excelling. Excellence is within reach. Of course, to the principal, to the teachers, and the other members of staff, I will tell you, you have done well. This year is one of the hardest years anyone could ever experience in anything they had done. The business sector has challenges. Every aspect of life faces challenges right here on Mother Earth. But of course, you have proven, we have proven, that teachers are champions, heroes, and heroines because you have done what you had to do in a rough and challenging time, and yet you have made it happen. You must be ready to start this task all over come September and every year after until your working days are over. Hats off to you, principal, teachers, and other members of staff, as you have done it again. You deliver another batch of excellence in the graduating class of 2021. To the parents and guardians, this is not the end. You must now be ready to support that excellent child of yours to excel to the next level of academic excellence, which is his or her tertiary education. You have already done well. You have made many sacrifices. I know if you start looking back, you can write a whole list of sacrifices that you have made. But I challenge you that as they move to the next level of excellence in their lives, whatever you have, you will have to ensure you are putting stuff in place for them to go higher. So I challenge you, sell the pigs if you have to, raise some chickens, draw the partner, set up an education investment with the bank, because right after high school come colleges and university. You know which one you choose. Push them strategically in your own ways. Work without breaking them, to be the greatest the world will experience. Job well done, parents and guardians, but this is just the beginning. To the graduates, gifts are given while excellence is earned. Your next move is high school. Work hard at your grades. Possess the right attitude. Outdo yourself. Shine like the sun among your peers. Learn and master the ongoing task of striving for excellence. Be yourself. Greatness is in your DNA. Reach for the sky. Never come down. Pursue after excellence. Avoid distraction. Seize opportunities. Be innovative. Be creative in your own ways. Set high standards and deliver the same. Exceed limits that ordinary people set. Don't be overtaken by fear. Step in your destiny with confidence. Be passionate about success. Soar like an eagle. You are great. You are gifted. Answer the call of greatness. Rise to the occasion. Press onward into your destiny. Press on. Press on, graduates. Press on. Destiny is calling out your name. Press on. Press on. God bless you as you continue to reach further, as destiny is on your life, and no doubt you will be what God say you are, and purpose will reveal in the next light or in the next phase of your life. God bless you all, and thank you for listening.
Thank you, Pastor Salmon, for sharing those inspiring words. Come on, put your hands together. He reminds us to strive for excellence, and it is indeed an ongoing task. His words were indeed not just food for thought, but food for action. He mentioned in his message that graduates, you are designed to excel. You were designed to excel, and excellence is indeed a rewarding feeling. He mentioned that you are go-getters and keep on excelling. Excellence motivates us. You, the graduating class of 2021, are indeed trend setters. And he closed by saying, continue to pursue excellence. Thank you for listening to his presentation. Thank you, Pastor Salmon. Our graduates and teachers were truly encouraged by your message this afternoon. Step into your destiny with confidence. At this time, I invite our principal, Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell, to come with the principal address, the lady that spearheads this noble institution. Put your hands together for her, Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell, as she makes her way to the podium.
I'm still in, right?
Chairman of this auspicious function, Mrs. Shanice Clark Brown. Guest speaker, Reverend Bernard Salmon. Education Officer, Mrs. Kayla Clark Stevenson. Other specially invited guests, school leavers, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good afternoon. It is said that the crisis does not make the man. On the contrast, it shows what the man is made of. Providing education in a pandemic. What an interesting phenomenon. Many of us heard the term pandemic over the years. We learned it when we were children in the sciences. We learned epidemic and we learned pandemic. However, it was the farthest thing from our minds that we would really, at this point in our history, be educating students in a pandemic. And what a task that is. We approached the 2020-21 school year hopeful. We were hopeful that students would be allowed to attend face-to-face classes. We were hopeful that all exams would be administered. Yes, we were hopeful. To this end, the team worked assiduously to get our school plant ready. This was no easy task. Hence, the team worked hard and long. Myriads of staff training sessions were conducted. And indeed, we were ready. We were ready when the Ministry of Health came, visited, and inspected our plant. Yes, we were ready. Yes. But as we inched closer, it was continuously pulled away. Soon, we had to accept that as it was from March 2020, we would be hanging a while longer online. This, therefore, informed our interactions for the rest of the summer. We began the new school year online. The year 2020-21 began with a total of 1,037 students and 37 academic staff members, inclusive of 2 guidance counselors, Mrs. Shanique Dinham Walters Grant Mitchell. 5 new members were added to our staff. Mrs. Georgia Miller, Miss Covette Dehaney, she led our devotional exercise this afternoon. Mrs. Trudian Atkinson Haley, Miss Demisha Henry, and Miss Anique Wilson. Our support staff continued to be Miss Angela Gordon and Mr. Miller. However, Miss Jacqueline Headley was added to that group. Other support staff, Mr. Anthony James, chef, Miss C. Tucker, Miss Embrissit, and Mr. Owen McLeod, our gate man. He's the first person you see when you enter. The school's primary responsibility is to foster a safe, orderly, warm, inviting environment where each student comes to school ready and eager to learn. We now had to think about how this would look in an online environment. Hence, teachers were asked to ensure that their Google Classrooms were welcoming, that they somewhat reflected our national symbols, that they reflected our school symbols, so that when a child or any visitor enters the classroom, it would somewhat reflect Anchovy Primary School. So yes, we have 40 Anchovy Primary Schools classrooms hanging out there online. And if you enter, they would somewhat reflect what we would have in the physical space. Academic achievement. The school continues to create a platform for students to shine. Hence, we facilitate the acquisition of the knowledge and skills that will no doubt allow them to be proud of themselves. Hence, even within this pandemic, students were given the opportunity to be a part of different competitions that were offered throughout the year. We entered 40 students for the University of the West Indies Mathematics Olympiad, and we have 4 students in the finals. And we are hopeful, 5 students in the finals, and we are hopeful that at least 2 of those will come out on top in their group. It is at this point of the speech that I would report on our students' tremendous achievements in their PEP examination. But this data is still missing. COVID has altered this. As such, they are here today and we are seeing them off, but we are really not seeing them out because their results have not been received or communicated with them as yet. Their placements in high schools are still unknown. This is unprecedented time, and these are unprecedented happenings. However, we are confident that the window given to us by the Ministry of Education to interact face-to-face with our grades 4 to 6 students pay off. And so we look forward to great results. Students, you did your very best. We are not able to say top or middle or end, but I know that you did yourselves well. You did your school well, you did your parents well, and we look forward to celebrating with you, even if we have to call you back when these results are out. So parents, please be prepared. Don't tell us that they are not our children anymore. If they are in high schools, we will still call them because we have to celebrate excellence wherever, and we refuse to be distracted. To our teachers, special thanks for the transition you made. Wow. When we speak of meetings, when we speak of trainings, and when we speak of being compact with information being thrown at you from every side, but you are the greatest group of teachers, the greatest cadre of teachers that Jamaica has ever seen. You grabbed that challenge, you walked out with it, and you have done justice with our students online. When our education officer told us
that she would want to get into the classes, I was in no way perturbed. I said, yes, miss, I am going to add you. And yes, I added her. And she has been walking through those classes. Congratulations, teachers. You have done yourselves well. Walk out in the light and take a bow. Anchovy Primary School teachers, God bless you. It is said that a teacher affects eternity. There is no telling where her influence will end. Clubs and societies. Amidst the pandemic and the challenges that we have managed to move some of our clubs online. Hence, we still were able to enter students for the JCDC music competition. We still were able to enter students for the JCDC speech competition. Our culture club was in action, and it is still in action, hanging online. Nutrition. The government's PATH program is still the chief serving of nutritional products to our students. We have an average of 320 students on PATH. Most of them did not benefit at this time, but for those students who came out during the face-to-face sessions, they were provided with their PATH lunches, and we are happy that we were able to do that. Thanks to the Guidance Department for implementing and continuing to uphold the Healthy Lifestyle Program. And yes, that was also taken online. And so if you would go through our classes, they would promote a fruit for the month. And so there was such learning, so much learning that I garnered from the information they placed in those classrooms on the different fruits. So students were still given the opportunity to have their water days. Parents, I trust that you were allowing them to do that. The water days they were still promoted, and the fruit days were still promoted. Take a bow, guidance and counseling department, to which we added the 2 health and family life education personnel, and who did justice to that department. Take a bow yourselves. Safety and security. The school is mandated by the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information to ensure the safety and security of all our students. We continue to create a safe physical environment, and the fact that we were transitioned online, again, we say thanks to the Guidance and Counseling Department, who conducted all those seminars with parents, with teachers, and other stakeholders, ensuring that our students were safe out there in the virtual space. Again, I say, take a bow, Guidance and Counseling Department. Caring for the environment. We have the greatest groundsman in Jamaica. And it is good that we were afforded with this gentleman in this time, because our school is one school in St. James that if you walk through at any time, the grass will never pass your ankle. He keeps that place well. Our environmental coordinators, one of which has comorbidity and could not come out, but the environment was kept and is still being kept throughout. Thank you, Mr. Miller. Amid rigid academic programs, we always make time for celebrations. This is due to the fact that we value every small achievement made by our students. Hence, all our activities were taken online. So thanks to Mrs. Crooks and her team, call service was taken online. So we had a Merry Christmas online. Black History Month, our cultural coordinator, Mrs. Yvette Fraser, went off for 8 months. And this allowed us to identify and see greatness in another teacher, Mrs. Laverne Williams, who grabbed culture and did so excellently that she can never be asked to leave that department. Put your hands together again for Mrs. Laverne Williams. She did justice to our Black History celebrations. Thank you, Mrs. Williams, as well as those in October. Peace Day. Again, we celebrated Peace Day. And again, we say thanks to the Guidance and Counseling Department that had that mandate. Education Week, like I said, we have the greatest teachers, and the fact that we are at home, usually we would find stakeholders within our community, the PTA or others who would treat the teachers, but as a school, we decided that we are going to ensure that even though our teachers are home, they would be gifted with something. Hence, the teachers were appreciated and given a token by the school. Again, we say take a bow for your greatness, Anchovy Primary School teachers. Children's Day was celebrated by means of a virtual event. This was a successful venture. We saw our students out there. We saw them leading the program. We saw them giving their speeches, and wow, awesome students. Put your hands together for our students. Careers Week, again, the Guidance and Counseling Department, Mrs. Shanique Dinam and Mrs. Andromeda Drummond-Willox and the team did a wonderful job at Careers Day. I'm sure you're seeing some pictures online. And if you're not, you'll be seeing them a little later because you need to look at my beautiful face. So if you're looking at the pictures, you might just not be seeing my pretty face. All right? Parent Month was also celebrated. The Guidance and Counseling Department again was on the ball in Parent Month. A parent conference was hosted, and we say thanks again to our parents. Miss Camille Porteous, she is an awesome PTA president. I think we are blessed to have been getting the best PTA presidents over the period. I cannot look back to say we have not. We have seen one that has not done justice. And Mrs. Porteous is with us for a little while now, and she has been doing greatness. She spoke to us earlier. So heads up, parents, and you are the best parents because we have the best students. All right? So good parents produce good students, and so we are grateful, and we're thankful that you chose our school for your students to attend. Activities were also taken online. The sports teachers created their plans and their training programs, and students were engaged online. And we are hoping that when we get the chance to come face to face, that this training will transition into them winning their competition. We say thanks to Mr. Michael Thompson and Mrs. Latoya Calvin Williams. Take a bow, sports teachers. Thanks. We extend thanks to our grade 6 teachers, or grade 4 teachers, or grade 5 teachers. Now, like I said earlier, educating students in a pandemic is no easy task. It's bravery and faith that caused persons to leave their homes and their teachers who would not do otherwise, because there were some of us who really, really wanted to be with our students, because we are sure, if we had listened to the minister earlier, the connectivity and the teacher, you're breaking up, teacher, you're breaking up, teacher, you're breaking up, teacher, I got bumped out, teacher, you're breaking up. On one occasion when a student says, to me, teacher, you're breaking up, I said, in how many pieces? Because I'm not quite sure. But these are new terms that were added to the students' vocabularies. Teacher, I can't hear you. Teacher, you're breaking up. So we laud the teachers who made the effort to come out when we were given that window there are some schools that did not open. Teachers, take a bow. We are grateful for your commitment in that regard. Special thanks to Mr. Derek Stewart, our acting board chair. Over a period, we were without a board chair, and Mr. Stewart fit in that position and did a good job. And we say thank you to Mr. Stewart. But we are now blessed with a board chair. So no acting, because we are not alien. We are blessed with a board chair in the person of Mr. Dean Corodas, and we are looking forward to a great relationship. We say thanks to the other members of the board, Mrs. Claudia Noble Grant, our staff rep on the board, Mrs. Mercedes, community personnel on the board, and I am also there too, all right? And we are in the process of ensuring that Mrs. Camille Portius gets on the board to represent our parents. We say thanks to our parents for the support you gave throughout the year. Special thanks to Mrs. Portius again for your interest in the students. You do not have a child in our school right now, but you have so much interest in what happens there. Well, she adopted somebody in grade 1, so we have her for another full 6 years. All right, she has a niece in grade 1. We thank you for the sacrifices you have made to ensure that these children were afforded the opportunity to get online and to be in the face-to-face mode. We know that the online issue, as it regards, and I'll speak to that further down in the speech, connectivity and gadgets, is a great one, grave one. And I know that most of you, because we have 1,000 students and we did not get 300 pieces of gadgets to hand out. So it means 700 or 600 plus parents provided the students, because some of the students who are not on are those who got stuff from the school. But there are persons who have gone out to ensure that these children could remain connected with their schools, with their friends, with their teachers, and that their education could continue even though we are in harsh times. Students, today is your day to celebrate. We say thanks to God, your parents, your teachers, family members, and friends who aided you on your journey. But don't believe that this is it and that you have reached. This is only the primary level. This is the end of the primary level. You venture into the secondary level. There are at least 2 other steps for those who plan to go far. And so what you do with where you're going now will determine how far you will go. We say, go with God, do yourselves, your parents, and your school, Anchovy Primary School, justice. The end of this year is quite similar to that of last year. However, we are much more informed on the virus and on a myriad of other things. Some of us have already been vaccinated. Some are waiting to be. Some will never be vaccinated. But we are hoping that we are able to have a real country in a short while. So do what you have to do to get us back together. Yes, our stakeholders show up, and they did justice to the process. We say thanks to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Information for the provision through e-learning of 210 tablets. Put your hands together for the Ministry of Education. Look here, 210 tablets is no easy fit, you just get something like that. It doesn't work like that. To Separate Foundation in collaboration with Digital Foundation for 40 tablets. Put your hands together for. To the Toby's family for 15 tablets. To Bishop John E. Baker from the United States for 2 tablets. To the Mount Carey Baptist Church for 1 tablet. And if your math was working, that equals to many tablets. It is said that what you are is God's gift to you, but what you become is your gift to God. Students, this will never be the same. Life will never go back to where we had it before. We will never mingle like we had mingled before COVID. A brain stretched to its elastic limit will never return to an ordinary person. You have been stretched. You have experienced what technology has to offer. And you will continue to get the chance to do so, but walk cautiously down the technology avenue. It has the ability to make you excellent. It has the ability to make you money, but it also has the ability to destroy you. The path you end on will be on account of your choice. You will not only be a gift to God if you do well, but a gift to humanity. May God be always with you. I thank you.
But I'm not broke yet. Wounded, but time will heal. Heavy the load, the cross I bear. Lonely the road I trod, I to give up, never to give in against the odds, yet still I rise high above the clouds. At times I feel low, yet still I rise above all my problems, above all my eyes can see. Knowing God is able to strengthen me, to strengthen me, yet still I rise, never to give up, no, never to give in against the odds, yet still I rise high above the clouds. At times I feel low, yet still at times I feel low, yet still I rise.
Beautiful singer. At this time, I invite Elaine Blythe, and she will be doing the class reflection. Elaine to us at this time. Afterwards, we'll be hearing from our school leavers with the class song, followed by the vote of thanks from Jaden Mitchell.
One.
Master Sermon, Mrs. Shanice Clark Brown, guest speaker, Reverend Bernard Summon, representative from the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Kayla Clark Stevenson, Chairman of the Board of Directors, Mr. Dean Carrodos, Principal, Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell, and to all other specially invited guests, it is with great pleasure that I extend a good afternoon to you all. Today, amidst the many challenges and adversities we face as the class of 2021, I assume that many of you, my fellow classmates, are thinking, yes, I finally graduated. Yes, I have made it. On the other hand, there are those who may be thinking, oh no, I'm going to miss my friends and all the great times I've had at the school, even though much of this time has been spent at home. Whatever you are thinking, my friends, today is a day of triumph. It is victory. It's a day that we celebrate the goodness of God. It marks a significant milestone in our lives. It is the day for which we have been toiling, waiting, and praying just to make it. For this reason, I deem it an occasion of both joy and sorrow. One of joy because we have defied the odds and have reached a glorious milestone in our lives. One of sorrow because this milestone will now reside in the past. I must add that it has taken much dedication and intense effort to make it to this point. I do not deem this an individual accomplishment, but the success of all those who share in this evening. I must express my sincere gratitude to the graduation committee and my fellow schoolmates for the opportunity they afforded me to reflect on behalf of the group. I express thanks to our parents for their unquestioning and constant support and encouragement. I remember, well, the day we came to Big School. The school was indeed Big School. It seemed like yesterday. Some of us cried uncontrollably, ran out of class. Some of us even wet ourselves. Our fears were somewhat cushioned by the warmth and care of our grade 1 teachers. Eventually, time passed, and our cries changed to laughter. School became our second home, a place we want to be. And, as the TVJ slogan says, just look at us now. As we grew older, this school gradually grew smaller. Today, as we say goodbye to our teachers, our friends, kitchen and cleaning staff, vendors, as well as all those who touched our lives, as I reminisce, it suddenly dawned on me what a large chunk of my life, our lives, we are leaving behind. On this note, I'm personally compelled to express thanks to our teachers for affording us the opportunity and power to learn. Teachers, you have all swung open doors that led us to many new worlds. I must confess that what we are today, our accomplishments, are as a result of our worthy teachers. Our teachers have gone beyond the call of duty. As we advance the grades, we learn to appreciate our teachers even more. Some teachers spend as many as 12 hours at school most days. They never allow us to go without lunch as long as they know that we have such need. They provided us with books, pencils, friendship, and parenthood. As such, we embrace the statement, teaching is more than imparting knowledge, it is inspiring change. Thank you, all teachers. It is noteworthy to make mention of the myriad of opportunities that we were granted at this school. Over the years, each individual uniqueness was highlighted as these opportunities unfolded. This was evident in our participation in JCDC speech and dance competitions, UWI Math Olympiad, netball, basketball, volleyball, football, and athletic competitions. These were all made possible through the number of clubs and societies available. It is noteworthy that even during the COVID-19 pandemic, we were still afforded the opportunity to participate in some of these competitions. 20 children cleared the first round of the UWI Mathematics Olympiad. 7 has moved on to the finals. One will admit that it is extremely difficult to be educated in a pandemic. We learn to use the strangest phrases as, Miss, you're breaking up. Miss, I was bumped out. Then, no sound. What a myriad of challenges we face. But be encouraged by the words of Randy Pausch. The brick walls are there for a reason. The brick walls are not there to keep us.
One.
Master sermon there for a reason. The brick walls are not there to keep us.
When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air, as far as I can. Lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. Sometimes I'm lost and far from home, but I'll find my way. I follow my heart, I know I'll be found someday. While I'm lost, I learn and live. What do you say? Let's have a good time until that day. Oh, every morning, I rise, I stare at the sun. I know it is a blessing. So when the evening comes, I lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air, as far as I can. Lift up my eyes to the hills, I'm blessed, oh man. With my two hands in the air, as far as I can. Yeah, as far as I can. I can, yeah. My two hands in the air, as far as I can. see the colors of the rainbow, and I can feel the sun on my face. I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I can feel heaven in this place, and that's the sign of a victory. That's a sign of a victory. I can feel the spirit of the nations, and I can feel my wings riding the wind. Yeah, I see the finish line just up ahead now, and I can feel it rising deep within. That's the sign of a victory. That's the sign of a victory. Now I can see the distance of your journey, and how you fought with all your might. You open your eyes to global warming, and through it all, you sacrificed your life. That's the sign of a victory. Yeah, yeah. That's the sign of a victory. If we believe we can achieve anything, including the impossible, this I know. So let's lift up our heads, yeah, and raise the flag, yeah, yeah. Scream like you're born to win. Now let the games begin. That's the sign of a victory. Yeah, that's the sign of a victory. Yeah, yeah, that's the sign of a victory. Darkness is all around you. Yeah, you still find your way. That's the sign of a victory. Yeah. Oh, you got the victory. Say, come on and sing. Woo. Lift up your voice and sing.
Master of Ceremony, Mrs. Shanice Clark Brown, representative from the Ministry of Education, Mrs. Kayla Clark Stevenson, Chairman of the Board of Governors, other board members in attendance, Principal Mrs. Cheryl Grant Mitchell, distinguished guests, academic staff, fellow graduates, family and friends. I am truly honored to move the vote of thanks on behalf of all school leavers today. Firstly, I warmly congratulate my fellow school leavers today. Today is a day when we have a sense of completion. Our achievements are recognized and we celebrate this significant milestone in our life. This day can be full of many emotions because it is also a day for reflection
on where we have come from and where we are going in the future. It is through perseverance that we arrived here today. As we go forward, there are no shortcuts. It is through perseverance again that we will achieve our future goals. It is through perseverance that we can bring about changes and truly focused on excellence, refusing to be distracted. Let me take time to specially thank the individuals who have made invaluable contributions to this evening's ceremony. To the pastor and members of the Mount Carey Baptist Church, thank you for allowing us the use of your sanctuary. To our spirited devotion master, Miss Corbett Dehaney, our school is blessed to have been associated with level-headed prayer warriors like you. We say thanks a million. To our dynamic chairman, Mrs. Chanice Brown, your contribution has not gone unnoticed. To our silver-tongued and spirited guest speaker, Reverend Bernard Summon, thank you for such inspiring words. To our teachers and all the members of staff of Anchovy Primary, our parents, friends and relatives, a heartfelt thanks to all. To my fellow school leavers, I leave you with these words. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measures. Go out, I say, and use this fire to ignite your world. Thank you.
For Jaden Mitchell, wonderful vote of thanks. Indeed, we produce the best set of students. We do it for the love and not for the... All right. Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, it was a pleasure serving as your pilot this afternoon. We have safely arrived at our destination. Thank you for your undivided attention. Graduates, as you continue to climb the ladder of success, be reminded that nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. As the great Dr. Martin Luther King said, if you can't run, fly. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But by all means, keep moving up the ladder of success. Failure is not an option. Graduating class of 2021, walk good. Have a wonderful afternoon. God bless you as you continue to bask in the glow of your accomplishments. At this time, I invite you to stand as we close with our school's anthem.
To the edge of a primary school, we will ever be true. You have taught us to embrace excellence in all we do, producing 21st century learners and citizens of the world. The Almighty has brought us thus far, and He still leads the way. We aspire, we believe nothing is impossible. We will conquer.
We will be closing in 5 minutes. You can use the time. We're going to unmute and you can use the time to say congratulations to all your peers. Please be reminded that certificates will be handed out in short order. You will know when the date is, and the prize giving will be held after the release of the examination result. You will be informed. God bless you.
I miss you.
Please be reminded.
Students, you have the privilege. You can go ahead and unmute and say hi to your classmates and friends before you go, all right? So you can give a shout out to anybody you want to. Parents, you can do the same. Teachers, you can do the same.
Congrats, everyone.
Congratulations all.
Congratulations.
Congrats to all the outstanding.
Thank you, teachers. Thank you.
Congratulations,
everyone.
Congratulations to you all. I do, Anai.
Congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations to all the students that graduated today. I hope the peace of God will be with them. And whatsoever they put their hand to will prosper.
Congratulations,
Will be in good health and success.
Congratulations,
To all the teachers
I
that
just want to take the time out to say
especially
thank you,
my
Mrs.
daughter
Dinam, for
Anisha,
everything,
Amelia,
and thank you,
Gracie.
Mrs.
I would
Mitchell,
like to say, girl,
and to all my
proud of you.
teachers, Mrs.
Keep up the good
Fraser,
work. And
Miss
wherever you go, whatever you
Ferguson.
do, you
I
put
love
God
you so
first.
much, Miss
In Jesus'
Ferguson,
name,
and
amen.
thank you for everything.
Congratulations, everybody.
You're welcome.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, my classmate.
Congratulations to all the graduates.
That I have passed through.
Thanks to all the teachers from grade 1 to grade 6. I want to thank you all.
Congratulations to all. It was a good record. I'm here to say congratulations.
Congrats,
Enjoy
and
the
I
rest
wish
of the
that
year.
you live. I wish that all of us.
Congratulations to my teacher, Mrs. Forrest.
And thank you, Mrs. Bailey,
Congratulations to all of
for all that you have done for me and my classmates.
My teacher, Tanya, thank you.
Teacher will teach you from good one.
Congratulations, everyone. I hope that
Thank you for all the teachers who
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, everyone. Congratulations to my class.
Congratulations to everyone.
All my teachers.
Congratulations to everyone, teachers and principal.
Thank you to all my teachers.
Congratulations to Miss Mitchell.
My teachers from grade 1.
Goodbye.
Congratulations to all my friends and
New friends.
Congratulations to everyone.
Congratulations. Goodbye.
Congratulations to Miss Mitchell.
Congratulations to myself, teachers, and classmates.
Goodbye.